time to put South Africa back into the hands of honest leaders. So say the iNCA Freedom Party as it prepares for the 2021 municipal elections. The party's campaign bus is making its way around the country, and our reporter Mawande Kheswa is catching up with the IFP as its party leaders unpack their manifesto. Mawande, where do you find yourself now, and how is the IFP being received?
Well, at this point in time, we are in Umzumbe, which is in the south coast of KZN, in and around Umzumbe at Ward 16 specifically. This is where we expect the IFP to begin its campaigning within this area. At this moment in time, they have not yet arrived. The campaigning is set to begin at 11. But where we are right now, behind me is Umzumbe High School, and this is the meeting point, at which point we will then follow the IFP and be able to really answer that question thoroughly as to how they would have been received by the people in this area, and also be able to speak about their needs and how the IFP's 10-point plan will relate to those issues that people on the ground here want to be addressed.
Mawande, have you managed to speak to any of the members of that community and found out what their issues are and what they want to see from the political parties that are campaigning?
Not at this point in time. We've just been able to set up to speak to you and just get an outlook of the general area. But it is something that we will be doing throughout the day.
Describe the area for me, Mawande, and for those people who are not familiar with parts of KZN.
Well, it's largely a rural area. On the way here, you pass quite a number of sugarcane farms. I think a lot of people in this area are employed in those sugarcane farms, and that is the general area that you pass to get here. It is a rural area, as I've stated, where there aren't really tar roads. It's more or less gravel roads, and I'll ask my colleague Sandile Makubela to give you really a look as to what the landscape looks like. It is a quiet area, quite tranquil, and I've seen quite a number of people moving up and down the area. There is electricity in the area. There is water in the area, although there may be variations depending on which area you are in, as well as the ward that you are in. But for the most part, there are also schools. I have been able to identify a number of schools, and from the outside, it would look as though they are capacitated as far as classrooms are concerned. I was able to also see that most of the schools also do have water storage systems such as JoJo tanks, but I haven't been able to get a closer look to see as to whether or not these schools are still using the pit toilet system, or they do have proper facilities in terms of having proper water and sanitation.
All right, Mawande, well, we're going to catch up with you a bit later and find out what the needs of that community are, have a better picture of that, and also hear from the IFP, Mawande Kheswa, out in Umzumbe in KZN.